Football fans, it is the End Zone. As always, I'm your host, Brock the Bulldog White, joined by my co-host, Mean Mark Fitter. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Riding high on that Packers victory last week, feeling pretty good. They started that game off hot, and then Dallas almost came back and took it from them, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was close.
I was watching TV, and Dak was all happy, and every time he does that, he throws like 5 picks.
Yep, rough game.
Yeah.
So, but a big win for the Packers. As always, the End Zone brought to you by our sponsors, Schlotsky Sandwiches up north on the hub on Highway 22. We love Schlotsky's delicious sandwiches. Mark, let's get down to business. Let's talk about football, buddy. Let's talk about Oakland and Chicago. Over in London, the big game, Khalil Mack. Everyone talks about it all the time. Got traded away to the Bears. The Raiders could have used him, but now the Raiders get the last laugh. They win this game. They're looking pretty decent. They're first place in their division now, or second place in the division behind the Chiefs. Are the Raiders going to be good, or is this just a mirage for now?
I don't know. They're not good.
I don't think so either.
No.
I mean, I guess the new running back is the argument, right? He had the big game-winning touchdown and everything. He's kind of been Josh Allen, been a revelation for them. Not Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs. Got them all mixed up. I mean, he could be a stud for him, but I just don't think Carr and those guys are going to get it done.
No.
Yeah.
Carr is he's so overrated in my opinion.
He had that one good year, and then he got hurt, and he really hasn't been the same ever since.
Yeah. Well, he would have been better if he passed it to Jordy Nelson last year.
Last year, when they still had Jordy there, yeah. Did Jordy retire now, right? Didn't
Yeah.
He retired as a Packer, right? Went back and signed the one-day contract? I think
I
he
don't know.
did. I think he signed the one-day contract thing. They all do that when they were done with their favorite team. Anyways, Raiders, they get the win. Khalil Mack, it didn't matter. Yeah. They had Josh Jacobs running high for him again in this game. A nice game for them there. They almost lost it, but they pulled it off. So John Gruden having a good week. Jay Gruden having a rough week, his brother. 0-5 start for the Redskins, and he gets fired at 5 a.m. sharp on Monday morning. I mean, couldn't they wait till he had breakfast at least and fire him like at 8:30 a.m.? Why 5 a.m.? What's up with that?
Well, yeah.
Get it over with, right?
Well, the Redskins probably hate him now.
The Redskins have a lot more problems besides him, I think.
The quarterback, the coach. And
everything. And apparently Jay Gruden never wanted Haskins to be drafted, but the GM did. Don't you think the GM and the coach should probably be on the same page on quarterback decisions?
Yeah.
Kind of important to the team, isn't it? Yeah. So now the Redskins are 0-5. The good news is this next week coming up, they're going to play Miami, so someone's got to win that game.
Yeah.
Somebody, unless it goes to a tie, which would be hilarious, but I don't see that happening. But you never know. It is possible. But a rough week for the Redskins. Colt McCoy, everything. Nothing about that team looks promising at all.
Yeah.
It looks brutal for those guys. What was promising, but I'm not putting too much into it, was the Vikings' 28-10 win over the Giants.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones gets his first loss of the year. Are the Vikings going to be that team again that just beats all the bad teams and can't beat the good teams?
No.
No?
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be? They're going to win 7-8 games by beating the lower part but not beating the division rivals at all?
Yeah.
I hope not. Because the Packers look good.
Yeah.
They started off hot. Big lead against the Cowboys. And then I call that garbage time, what the Cowboys did. The game was never really in question, in my opinion. But I think the Packers just kind of got relaxed and gave up 24 points when it was 17-3 in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it all about the running game there, again, for the Packers?
Yeah. 4 TDs. Like, God, Aaron Jones is getting up there,
He's climbing up. He's making a name for himself. Just a lot of the young guys are this year. So, I mean, as a Packers fan, is it weird when, Aaron Rodgers isn't, doing all the magic out there, throwing the Hail Marys, doing his thing? Do you feel like this isn't right? We should be winning different
Well,
ways?
he did really good without Devontae Adams.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't get to see the full game because I was gone for a bit. So, I was at this thing, and I was at this thing, and this guy said, "Oh my gosh, Aaron Rodgers got hurt," and I was so scared, and then he was just fibbing. And
That's
I was
not very
scared.
nice.
Yeah.
Especially after all the years he's broken his collarbone and been concussed. You can't tease him like that. That's horrible.
Yeah.
That was like when AP was in his prime. Well, Adrian Peterson, if he even got up limping from a tackle, everyone freaked out. You can't have that. All right, so on Sunday Night Football, we had the big shocker to me of the day.
Yeah.
When the Colts beat the Chiefs. They didn't just beat them. They stopped Mahomes and the Chiefs dead in their tracks.
Yeah.
Only 13 points. The lowest amount of points they've scored in the game in the Mahomes era, so the year and a half, whatever it's been so far. I mean, is it the Colts putting things together, or do the Chiefs have bigger issues than going on?
Well, Patrick Mahomes had the ankle injury.
You got rolled up, yep.
So that had a huge part on the loss.
Sure.
So, in my opinion, now they're just gonna go like 10-6 or 11-5 instead of like 13-3,
15-1,
Yeah.
or 14-2, yeah.
Yeah, and they might make it to the AFC North Championship, but they're not going to the Super Bowl now because they're
They got to find a way to stop the run.
Yeah.
There's been 2 weeks in a row, the Lions game and this one. They've given up a lot of rushing yards. Marlon Mack had 132 yards in that game. They got to find a way to stop the run, and because I mean the defense is getting worn down, and they're losing the time possession battle, which isn't good for any team. No
and
matter how
the
good your
offensive
quarterback
line
is.
is garbage.
Yeah, they're getting worked over, aren't they?
Yeah, and Justin Houston, they shouldn't have traded him.
No, they should have kept that guy around for sure. That was a shocker to me for the week. So now, Mark, here we're sitting after week 5. We have 2 undefeated teams, the Pats and the 49ers.
Yeah.
Did you see either of those coming at all?
I didn't see the 49ers.
I don't think anyone did.
But I saw the Patriots coming.
I mean, there's some talented guys in the 49ers, but that's got to be, I haven't looked into it too much, that's got to be a combination of the schedule being favorable, not having many tough teams to play so far, and then maybe just good timing. But then on the winless side, we have 4 teams that have yet to win a game. You got the Dolphins, the Jets, the Bengals, and the Redskins. And 2 of those teams play each other next week.
Yeah.
I mean, those teams are all just horrible, awful. Do any of them have a chance of turning things around at all this year, or is it time to reset?
No.
Yeah.
Because Redskins got the new coach. They're just, no.
You know what the rumor is now?
What?
That Mike Tomlin might leave. He might get fired this year in Pittsburgh, and he might move to Washington
Really?
and become the Redskins head
No.
coach next year. That's the word on the street. That's the rumbling in the NFL rumor mills, and I listen to the podcasts and stuff. They're talking about that. That'd be shocking.
Yeah.
But I think it's more shocking that the Steelers never have turnover in coaches. They keep the same coach for like 20 years.
I like the coaches' press conferences this week, where like Mike Tomlin and then the Chargers coach were just like, they were just like,
A little salty.
yeah, shut up. I don't want to talk about this. Shut up.
Not very professional of them, was it,
Yeah.
for sure? Yeah. Interesting stuff. Week 5 is in the books. We'll come back with our picks for Week 6 and Mark's lightning lock.
When you want variety, you usually need to visit several places for bold flavors. Where they stuff your pretzel with 3 cheeses and roast beef, or where smoked cheddar meets crispy bacon. Because when you want to try 7 new sandwiches with a range of unique flavors unlike anywhere else, there's only one place to go. It's the only place you'll find sandwiches like the Caprese and the Tuscan. And that place is Schlotzsky's. Make people happy. Cater Schlotzsky's. Make it easy. Call 855-DELIVER.
Get 20% off for 1 full year during the Fall Into Savings event at Consolidated. Now, for a limited time, you can pick your own service and get 20% off for 1 year. Choose from internet, cable TV, phone service, or maybe choose all 3. For cable TV, it's the perfect time to try out the new View It or DVR. On the internet side, try the new Advanced Managed Router with Wi-Fi 6, giving you an even stronger Wi-Fi signal. This promotion is for new customers only, and some restrictions may apply. So act now to receive 20% off for 1 full year during the Fall Into Savings event at Consolidated.
Football fans, welcome back to the End Zone. It's time to talk about some games for Week 6 and talk about the lightning lock. But first, Mark, let's kick things off. Let's talk about Minnesota and Philadelphia, the Vikings and the Eagles. I don't want to say must win for either team, but if Minnesota loses here, that's going to be tough to climb back up the way Green Bay is playing right now. Who do you got in this one?
I got the Eagles.
It's at Minnesota.
I know.
It's at US Bank Stadium. You're taking the Eagles and Carson Wentz.
Yes.
They didn't exactly look amazing last week.
Well, yeah, because Vikings fans are high because they beat the Giants. The Giants, no, they're not good.
No, they're not.
Their
No.
defense sucks.
Stinks.
Well, stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say poop anymore.
So, like I said earlier, I think it might be the classic example of the Vikings beat all the bad teams in the schedule but can't beat a team with a 500 or above record. That happens a lot, it seems like, to some teams like this. So, I think Minnesota pulls it off at home. because they've been playing every home game they played really, really well so far this year. Yeah. I think it's more of the same. I think it's a big day for Dalvin Cook. I think we see more of that Adam Thielen, Kirk Cousins stuff going on because they kind of got into a groove last week. But Philly's not going to go down without a fight. They're going to play them hard. I just hope it's not a repeat of the NFC title game from a couple years ago.
Hopefully Sadeo doesn't knock out another cornerback.
Yeah, right? That guy plays reckless. He's crazy. You're taking Philly in this one, though?
Yeah.
That's who you got? Okay.
Like field goal.
Minshew and the Jags take on Teddy Two Gloves and the Saints. They didn't get the win last week. Mark doesn't have the mustache. But the next time Minshew gets a win, he's growing a mustache in a week. He's coming on air with it. Who do you got in this one? It's at Jacksonville, Jags and Saints.
Saints.
Playing really good without Breeze, aren't they?
Yeah.
Kamara, the whole deal's rolling. Jacksonville was really spunky at the end of the game last week. They almost came back. They had that drive. They almost got it going. I'm taking the Jags at home. I'm really big on the Jags this year. I don't know. I don't think they're going to go in the playoffs. They might get a wild card spot, but I just like the whole mojo they got down there. They could use Ramsey back. I hope they figure that out sooner than later. Yeah. Either move the guy or get him back on the field.
He's going to get traded.
Where to? If you had a pick, Nostradamus, Nostramarcus.
I have no idea.
The one I saw was they should trade him for Diggs to Minnesota. I saw that one.
Yeah, and it's never gonna happen. But I wish he went to the Packers because they would be unstoppable.
They'd be pretty crazy if they had him there.
Yeah.
Any team that gets him is going to be automatically better overnight. Any team that gets him.
Yeah.
But a team that's like a tender that could use him, a good team that could use him. I don't know who that is right now. Maybe the Browns make a move and get him. I don't know. They got some good corners there. We'll see. Niners and Los Angeles. The undefeated San Francisco 49ers and Jimmy G and George Kittle take on the Rams. The slumping Rams lost that game last week. It's at LA. That really doesn't matter because it's both California and the LA Rams fans are kind of fickle. They're not really hardcore. Taking the Niners to keep it going in this one. Who do you got?
It's the Rams.
The Rams? Why is it the Rams? Is it Gurley? Is it Goff? What is it?
Because 49ers are on the high road right now.
Yep.
It's all going to come back to earth during this game.
It's going to blow apart for them. They're going to crash back down.
Well, I don't know about crash. I think they're going to make the playoffs, though.
This will be a reality check game, though, you think? First place in this is the division. This game matters in this division because Seattle's looking good, too.
Yeah.
I mean, to put a dent in the armor of the Niners right now would be big for the Rams.
Yeah.
They could use that for sure. I got the Niners, you got the Rams.
Yeah.
There we go. Dallas Cowboys, New York Jets. This is easy money if you're the Cowboys, isn't it? Boy, the Jets are awful. Awful, awful, awful. Even Darnold or not, they're going to be awful. What a horrible put-together team. Cowboys, Jets, you got the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
Get back to form. More Zeke Elliott action going on, a little less Dak maybe. We'll see. Yeah, I think Cowboys should have a nice bounce-back game, no problem there. On Monday Night Football, Marky Mark, we got the Lions and the Packers. Boy, this is big. I mean, it's only week 6, but divisional stuff matters so much, division wins and losses. Can the Lions go into Lambeau and knock off the Packers?
Heck no.
Not happening.
No.
Not in a million years.
No, because Preston Smith and Zaire Smith are like one of the best right end and left ends in the league. And they're just going to get to the quarterback. Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford's just going to have a hard time throwing it. And they're probably just going to rely on the run.
Detroit's defense is pretty good this year.
Yeah.
They're not bad at all. Patricia came from the Patriots, known as the defensive guy there. He's kind of putting his stamp on this team. I wasn't in on the Lions at all, but so far this year, they're not bad. I'm worried about them getting hot in the last half of the season. This could be a good game for them here.
Yeah.
I think the Packers win, though, at home in this one. They keep rolling. They stay first place in the division. It's going to be tight, though. It isn't going to be a blowout game at all.
No,
I think it's
going to be like 31-17.
31-17. Come on, Mark. Come on. What's in that cup? Come on, you're too young. What's going on here? Is that Mountain Dew? I sure hope so.
Diet Mountain.
Diet Mountain Dew. All right. It's time for Mark's Lightning Lock of the Week, brought to you by Schlotzsky's. Folks, all I got to do is we're going to put this poll on Consolidated's Facebook page. You can either agree or disagree. If you agree with Mark and he gets the pick right, then you get the free sandwich at Schlotzsky's. If you disagree and he gets it wrong, you have the chance to win the sandwich at Schlotzsky's. Last week winner is Tammy Mackey. She picked the Colts over the Chiefs going against Mark. So she gets a free sandwich. Mark, you are 2-3 this year in your Lightning locks. For a guy that's in the top 10 of his pick'em league with hundreds of people, what's going on with your Lightning locks? What's happening, man?
Well,
the people are depending on you here.
I think the teams have heard that I have the Lightning lock of the week.
And they play hard?
Yeah.
Because they don't want to be the losers. Okay. I got that. Maybe Schlotsky's has got a conspiracy going on here. I don't know what's up with this. I don't know. We'll see. But Mark, you are 2-3 in the Lightning lock of the week. This week, I think you're on the right side of things. You have the Patriots and the Giants. Who are you taking in this one? Patriots. That is your stone cold Lightning lock of the week, folks. Go to the Facebook page. If you agree and Mark gets it right, then you have a chance for the sandwich. If you disagree and he gets it wrong, then you have the chance for the sandwich. I'm telling you, so far this year, 2-3, you might want to go against him. But in this one, I think you go with Marky Mark. He's got a feeling, and it's feeling pretty good. Patriots over the Giants. No, their backup running back I keep saying his name wrong, Akeem, whatever, and then he might be out as well. Barkley's not ready yet. You still got Daniel Jones rolling. I think it's easy money for the Patriots, but Thursday Night Football, weird things can happen on Thursday Night Football. Weird scores, weird games. But I think you're going to be okay, for sure. All right, buddy. How you feeling so far, this far in the season, 5 weeks in? How you feeling about your Packers?
Oh,
feeling good? Feeling confident?
Top notch.
You don't think this is all going to start falling apart midway through here?
No, they're going to go.
A rookie coach?
They're going to go like 12-4, like 11-5, 13-3.
But what if teams start figuring out that run game and shut it down and it goes back on Rodgers and it's not happening this year? Then what happens?
Rodgers is like.
Is he still got it? He's getting older.
He's
not a spring chicken.
Amazing.
Okay.
He'll figure it out. If they stop the run game, he'll pass for 400 yards like he did to the Eagles.
This is like year 11 of the Rodgers era, right? As starting QB. First year was 08 when Favre went to the Jets there for a little bit. Yeah. I mean, that's quite a long time. He sat on the bench from 05 till then. He's been in the league for a while. They ask him to do a lot. I don't know if it's going to happen with that new head coach, that rookie. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Twins too, buddy. You were right on that one. You saw that coming. They didn't even get the win at home. They just got swept straight out of the playoffs. What a bummer that was. Who are you pulling for now? You got a favorite?
I might go with the Nationals.
Anybody but the Yankees. Anybody but the Cardinals. How about that? That's who I'm going for. I think the Astros would be a good choice, probably.
Wait, you're cheering against the Cardinals?
I can't stand the Cardinals.
Why?
No, because my best friend from back home is a Cubs fan. Roy Salcedo, look it up, buddy. I love you. Go Cubs, go. I can't do the Cards. He's a Cubs fan. I can't. It's my best friend. I can't do that to him.
No, yes.
Yeah, I can't. No, and the Cardinals, no way, no chance. Plus, the Red Sox had beat him for 2 of their World Series this in the 2000s. The 04 one and the 2013 one. So they're like a little rivalry there for me too. So I think anyone but the Yankees, anyone but the Cards will be good. The Rays would be interesting, wouldn't? They're still rolling too. Yeah, we'll see.
Justin Verlander looked
horrible.
awful.
Yeah, which isn't usually like him. He's pretty good usually. So we'll see. All right, Marky Mark. Thanks to our sponsor, Scottskis. We'll see you guys right here next week on the End Zone.